Today, I'm going to be making the Betty Crocker Oreo White Cake Mix. It is an Oreo white cake mix topped with Oreo cookie pieces. Notice they say in the description it's topped with Oreo cookie pieces because in the directions you can either put it in the mix or you can put it on top. So you make that choice. I also have the Oreo cream flavored whipped frosting. The frosting was $1.79 and the cake mix was $2.88, and we bought both of these at Meijer. All you need for this cake is half a cup of water, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and you can use 2 egg whites or you can use 2 whole eggs. I chose just to use the egg whites because it will keep your cake nice and white. It'll keep it a nice white color. It won't turn it yellow. So in the box you get Oreo cookie pieces and you get your cake mix. You can see like little flecks through that cake mix. So it is going to have some flecks in it. So we're going to put this to the side. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you want to use, you can use an 8x8 inch pan, 9x9 inch pan, or you can use 12 regular size muffin cups if you want to do muffins. This is an 8x8 inch pan, and this is the Easy Foil brand. I like using this because it comes with a lid, and so I can put the lid on it, and it's really easy to store. So what you want to do is you put your cake mix, water, oil, and egg whites in a bowl, and you want to stir this and beat it vigorously by hand for 2 minutes. Want to use your Oreo cookies, you could add those now, stir them in. Like I said, I'm going to add mine to the top because I want mine to look like the picture on the front of the box. So I'm going to add my cake mix to my pan, and then for an 8x8 inch pan, you bake it for 21 to 26 minutes. It has a chart on the back of the box, so whatever size you use, it will let you know on the back of the box how long you need to bake it for. I'm going to set my timer for 21 to 26 minutes. So I'm going to set my timer for 25 minutes, and then we'll be back. So this is the cake. I have allowed it to cool completely, and it doesn't take long, honestly, in these little pans. Yeah, it's small. So now I'm going to frost it. This is the Betty Crocker Oreo cream flavored whipped frosting. And we made, Betty Crocker came out with another Oreo cake, and it was chocolate instead of a white cake. And we used this frosting for it. And I said during that video, I haven't really had any experience with the whipped frosting, and I love it. It's just so easy and fluffy.
It's got a lighter texture when you just taste it too.
What do you mean?
Not that I did not stick my finger in that tub and taste it. A lighter texture?
Yeah,
it's a very light texture when you eat it just by itself.
Did you think that it reminded you of the cream in Oreo? Because that's what it's supposed to remind you of.
Maybe a little bit. It's really more vanilla frosting flavor, but I mean, there might be a little bit of a cream.
Because I'm thinking when we tried it on the chocolate cake, it tasted better than just regular vanilla frosting.
Yeah, and honestly, I think this does too.
Okay, so that is how that looks. And then you take your Oreo that you have and you just sprinkle this on top. And you might want to grab some out of the bag because there are bigger pieces and you don't want them to fall all in one place. You're supposed to get 6 servings. If you got 6 servings out of this, those would be huge slices. And I just think that's kind of ridiculous. So I'm going to get 9 out of mine. because these are normal sizes. Now, will I eat 2? Probably. So that, you know, it's going to end up being the same as doing 6 slices, but that's okay. It still looks better to have them in little squares like this. Okay, so this is how it looks. So see how it stayed nice and white because we didn't use the egg yolk. The cake is, it says as prepared. It's 240 calories, but that's for a 1/6 of the package. That also, I guess, it depends on what oil, the egg, you know, it depends on stuff like that. The frosting is 2 tablespoons, 32 grams is 150 calories. So honestly, I want to try to just get the cake by itself.
I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I've just got the cake and no frosting.
It's just like a white cake mix.
It's funny because you see the little specks all through it, but it comes through, it's just white, really, just a white cake. I have a feeling the only place we're really going to get the Oreo is on the top.
I do have to say I like it. That frosting, the frosting is the best thing they've come out with, honestly. The frosting is very, very sweet, very a strong vanilla flavor, but it also kind of does remind you of the cream in an Oreo. I mean, it really does. The cakes themselves have just been, they've just been regular cake mixes, honestly. And I told Tammy, I said, what's sad is you're paying at least the same amount, if not more, for this cake mix as you would for one that makes a 13 by 9 big cake.
That's what I don't get.
Yeah, you're making half the size of a regular cake mix and you're paying the same price
just
because it has the Oreo name on it.
Yeah, it was the same thing with the chocolate.
Yeah.
Normally when we buy a box cake mix, we're making a 9 by 13 pan.
Yeah, what we call our lasagna pan. You know, it's big.
They don't even give you that option on here.
No, you know how thin that would be?
It's 8-inch, 9-inch, or 12 cupcakes. That's it. And so for me, why would you pay the same price for this as you would a cake mix that makes a 9 by 13? Yeah. And you're going to get so many more pieces out of that.
Yeah, you can make the same thing, buy a white cake mix,
buy
this frosting, and you can buy the little bitty tubes of Oreos up front that has like 6 or 8 Oreos in it. Just buy one of those and crumble it up and put it on top, and I think you'd be fine.
I want to just taste the...
Yeah, that's what I did when she was frosting it. That's why I said I tasted it. It does have a very white texture to it, and it does kind of remind you of the cream in an Oreo.
Yeah, I do think it tastes. I do think it tastes a little bit different than just a plain vanilla frosting. Yeah. I do think there's something a little different about it. Do I personally think it's necessary to buy this? No, I don't. Because you said buy a white cake mix, buy this frosting. I don't even think you need to do that. I think
I'm just saying if you wanted to try one of these things, just try the frosting.
But you could truly, this is one of those things, like when we do bark reviews, we'll say you could make this at home so easy. You could do this at home with so many cookies. Whatever your favorite cookie, whatever your favorite flavor Oreo cookie. You could put that flavor, take a white cake mix, if your favorite is lemon Oreos, put the lemon Oreos in the mix, put lemon Oreos on top. You could buy a lemon frosting if you wanted. I mean, it's just, you could do that yourself without having, you don't have to buy this specific mix to get this flavor.
No, really the only thing they're doing different is they're adding some different Oreo crumbles.
They're putting the Oreos on top, which people have been doing forever. For me, we've done 2 cake mixes, we've done brownies. I'm talking about the Betty Crocker Oreo. My favorite thing that we've had were the lava cakes.
They were really good.
And they taste just like a Betty Crocker Warm Delight. They used to make Warm Delights, and I couldn't think of the name during the video, so I put it on the screen. But that's what it is. It's a Betty Crocker Warm Delight. And they're calling it an Oreo lava cake is what they're calling it. It's the same thing, but they put some Oreo in it. it's delicious. And that, out of this line, from this line, that's my favorite thing is the lava cake.
Yeah, because everything else is just regular, what you've been buying for years.
I know, it's just very just basic stuff, and so that is a little bit different to me.
And you can get vanilla frosting that's whipped, that's not Oreo.
You can,
You can get whipped frosting.
Yeah, you can. I think it's fun to try. There's nothing wrong with it, but the only place where it's different is the Oreo cookie. Yeah,
I do like it quite a bit. My biggest problem with it is that you're only getting an 8x8 instead of a 9x13. You're getting a much smaller cake
for the same price,
if not a little bit more.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my only problem with it.
Yeah, and at the time that we are filming this. Of course, people could watch this years from now, this video, but at the time we're filming this, we have only seen these in our area at Meijer. We have not seen them
literally nowhere else.
Kroger, Walmart, any place else except for Meijer, but hopefully you'll be seeing them in stores near you soon. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give us a thumbs up if you did, and thanks for watching.